welcome to the number one Pokemon GO podcast. It's just contracted to be here, so we just phone it in every week. I am the rock out of podcasting, Charles McFall. That is Embrace_Joe, and neither one of us gets paid enough for this, so, man.
It's a mobile game. You got to phone it in.
There you go. Mobile game. Joe, I'll bet that you're having an experience right now in the game.
Catching a Blitzel?
Yes.
I am experiencing the game. Oh, man. This old game.
This old game, he played one.
Yeah, I didn't catch anything super exciting this week, but I have had fun getting a bunch of Blitzel candy. Honestly, I don't even know if Blitzel's any good as an attacker, but I like the aesthetics. Right. So, I like Blitzel. I like him. He's cool. He's all right. Yeah,
let's not go crazy. That's not, he's all right.
I mean,
he's mediocre at best.
Could you imagine if breeding Pokemon would actually mix their traits instead of, how breeding actually works in the games? Well,
you
not
just get a whole lot of mongrel
but,
Pokemon running around.
But no, could you imagine a Ponyta plus a Blitzel? Or I guess rather their evolved forms?
Yep.
That would be a crazy horse to have. That's all.
Take my horse down to Pokemon. I'm going to breed him all day long. I don't know. That just got weird fast. So, let me open up the game and let's see what we've got going on. Then we got Discord. If you would like to be a part of our Discord and be a part of our family, go to patreon.com/Pokemon GO Podcast and pledge your undying love, kids, and a little bit of money, and we'll let you in. So, Fire Stripes.
Yeah, Lincoln Prime says it's Fire Stripes.
I like it. And, of course, if you're here live and you want to help name the show, that's the game that we play. ! The letter S, hit the space bar, and boom, there you go. You actually really, after the space bar, you got to type whatever you want to call the show, and then you hit enter, and it's all good. Where do I keep Pokemon on this phone? Right here. That's where it's at.
You don't. You send them to the professor.
You know what? I might do that one day. Just empty my entire bag.
Just get rid of everything. Oh, man.
Not even a buddy. Everybody's going to be like, what is going on? Like, I've got all the candy and Stardust you could ever want.
We're doing a hard reset a soft reset on this account. Goodbye, everything.
Everything.
Oh, man.
I wonder if I did that live on the show. Like, if we don't raise $1 million in a month, then I'm gonna kill all the Pokemon in my game. I wonder if we or then we play the flip side, right? We do a whole different avenue of if I do raise $1 million in a month, I'm gonna kill all the Pokemon in the game. And we play both sides of it and see where we land. I'd have to say the negativity of destruction would win.
Don't even set a threshold. Just be like, these are your two options. Whichever one raises more money, that's the one we're gonna do.
Oh, there you go. Mr. Tambourine 19 says, sounds like something a televangelist would do. The Spirit of the Lord is upon me. So Joe has got it. Here are your options. Whoever wins. I don't know how to do that one, but yeah, that does sound like some churches would do.
They pass around two different colored collection plates. Whichever one gets the highest one will determine the sermon for the week.
Right, and then me and you just win. We'll have some deacons of the church spread the wealth a little bit, so then go stir it up. Lincoln Prime, Deacon Prime, and Deacon Tambo. They will go and help collect. One, Tambo has to be the destructive force, and Prime is the saving force. I don't know. That's it.
Which one's the speed force?
Barry Falk is the speed force.
There you go.
You thought you got me on that one, but you didn't. Yeah. So let's see what kind of experiences I have. Not a whole lot seems to be going on in the game new. Let me collect my free box. You know, I never did buy that $3 starter box. It's always in my store. What kind of experiences did you have, man?
I already went over my experiences.
That was lame. You only killed 5 minutes.
You're not wrong. It was
Come on.
a lame week because I transferred almost everything that I caught this week because I didn't.
Because you didn't
really
want to
get
spring for
anything.
the extra 500 spots.
Yeah, right. Not only that, but I just didn't find anything really worth keeping this week. Just
3.
throwing it away.
3 things: Lotad, Cacnea. That was a shadow Cacnea. And I just caught a Magnemite because it's on the screen. So that was my experience this week. I did miss some Blitz invites from people. Absolutely. And not intentionally. Never intentionally. That's the one
Always
thing
intentionally.
I truly love. Look, if you raise $500,000, it's always intentionally. $501,000 is never intentionally. I'm just saying. But Joe will wipe his whole Pokédex clean for $5 and a Slurpee. $5 and a Slurpee, he's good.
Wow.
Wow. So let's see what Discord has for experiences. You know what? Here's the thing. How many years have we been doing this, dude?
6.5.
Yeah. So a lot of great ideas that weren't just ours. Some people were inspired by us, but it's a standard idea. Hey, how do we fill content in a show about a brand new video game on your phone? Well, let's get the audience involved and let's have them tell us their experiences. But there's only so many experiences you can have that aren't the same.
All the experiences
week. So are we on the 21st? What day are we?
Last week was the 26th.
26. Oh, good. So I'm not talking about that demon fillery again.
But that was Thursday, so I guess we start on the 27th? Yeah. 29th. It happened again. Lincoln Prime with a Shundo Tapu Koko. Wow. Lincoln Prime is here in the chat, and Lincoln Prime has been showing up for the Scarlet streams as well, joining me for raids and trading me Pokemon.
How's that going for you? Wasn't it Lincoln Prime? I know I asked a question, but I'm not going to let you answer it. Wasn't it Lincoln Prime in our Discord that had heard one of our after show bonus show things that we're developing? We're talking about, or maybe I talked about it here on the show. We're talking about anime, and he was like, "Oh yeah, Charles would like Chainsaw Man, but you wouldn't, Joe." And he really wants to.
Was that
Lincoln that wants to talk anime?
I thought it was Civilian.
Might have been Civilian.
I could be wrong. I thought it was Civilian.
We're gonna.
Yeah, it was Civilian. It was Civilian.
All right, Joe and I are gonna start as part of the other show that we're working on. Start challenging each other to watch specific things over time, and anime is gonna be some of it. So,
I'm a fan of anime. Some
King
anime. There's some real weird animes out there. Not gonna lie.
Well, and that's not hentai. Hentai is a whole different beast. King of the Shinies.
Better bleep that. Don't go to Google, kids.
Yeah, look, it is not on me to parent your child to keep them away from Google. It is on me not to say things that they're going to question. I didn't. They don't just went, not even look it up for their game. But Joe told them not to go to Google. However, I went, Daddy, what's Google? So it's on Joe. All right. So Shiny, King of the Shinies, Nolte got Hundo Noibat, a Hundo.
Yeah,
Perugly, I think that is.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Shinies, this isn't. Is that Perugly? I think that's the first form of Perugly.
Okay. Look, Joe, I get credit if I get it within. Yeah, if I get it within the family of evolutions, I get full credit.
Glameow, that's the name. Sorry.
Yeah.
First, it's a Glammy Pokemon, then it gets married and it becomes Perugly. Let itself go.
Joe, you married up. You might.
I did marry up.
I'm just saying, you
are
married
spot
up.
On.
Look now, meow. Meow. Look now, crap. I messed it up. I was building off of Lincoln Prime's joke, building off of the name, going with the Super Troopers thing that he did, and I just borked it right there. But we got some purified hundos. It's all hundos on this page.
Yeah,
So
this is a hundo list.
then he's got a shiny list as well.
So Swinub, Totodile, that ugly little purple and white crab thing.
Stunfisk. I know that one.
That one's not Stunfisk.
They're all the same. They're flat
and Mantike
looking. Whatever. That is Stunfisk.
It is not Stunfisk.
It is close enough. Look, do I need to take my boot and just stomp it flat for you to be happy? It's okay. I'm sorry. It's a Stunfisk having an allergic reaction. There.
Oh man.
Now don't bill me for the consult. Oh hey, great news. See, I love things outside of the game too. Civilian, his experience of the week was today. The new job is going well, and I should be back to edit some TikToks by the end of the month. Love that you got a new job. Love that it's going well. And then in that order, love that you will help us with some TikToks again. But first was glad you got a new job and glad that it's going well. And then Posty just got in a few minutes before we went live. And we've got, what's he got? A shiny Porygon.
Mm-hmm.
I like the shiny Porygon. That's pretty cool. A shiny Blitzel, which you can't tell. Shiny Magnemite, which is just whitewashing. And shiny Onyx is there. So,
which is just a mossy Onyx? Is that what you're going to go with?
I was going to go algae, moldy Onyx.
Moldy Onyx.
Oh no. That is a magnetic bracelet Onyx. Remember back in the 80s and 90s, you get the copper bracelets and the magnetic bracelets. They turn your skin green because they're crap. Is that evolved?
Oh man.
Man, it's been a slow week for everybody. Do you think it's the weather? Do you think it's the time of the year? Because that's not a whole. I mean, I'm not complaining. I got nothing that I caught 3 this week. Joe caught like 4.
I know certain parts of the country are getting, especially with the wind chill factor, into the negatives, especially the north. My niece, where she lives, next week is going to get down to like -45. So I'm guessing that has a lot to do with it. Now, I don't know what the people in Australia are doing because it's supposed to be nice and toasty there when it's cold here, right? So
that's the word.
Well, then again, maybe it's too toasty. That happens too.
Dark Case is the one that was posting a couple years ago. Up. Yeah, he was at his job at some factory, and it was like it was stupid hot. It was well over 100 degrees. Lincoln says, "I'll never live in a cold place again." Well, everything is cold is relative, right? Even the Bahamas gets cold, depending, relative to their hot. But
yeah,
it is what it is.
Yeah, my niece, her husband took a screenshot showing how low it was going to get next week for him. So my wife took a screenshot, and like the highs are in the 50s here, and they're like, she's like, I don't know if I'm going to make it.
I was talking to a buddy of mine out in Texas this week. And it was the high of that day. We're talking to him in the morning time. The high was going to be 28 in Texas. They're like, well, it's 60 degrees right now here. So I'm just saying. I've done that too. I've had buddies out in Washington and Seattle and all that. And they're posting pictures of just 6-7 inches of snow. So I immediately post a picture of me standing in my yard in flip-flops. Send it to them because, that's exactly what they wanted when they're being miserable in the snow.
Yeah, see, when I was a Boy Scout in Pennsylvania, we went camping in the snow on purpose. Like we brought shovels and dug out our own little area, a snow cave to camp in. Because we did.
Makes no sense.
We got to make our own house. We built a fort. It's what we do.
Well, I mean, how old were you in the Boy Scouts?
Let's see. I was probably 13 or 14 when we did that particular camp out. But I mean, I was in the Boy Scouts. Well, I was in either Cub Scouts or Boy Scouts from age 8 to 18. So I was there for 10 years.
Well, I was going to say, middle school boys, it's never cold, right? My 10-year-old, he wears shorts all the time. And I can remember being that way. And it's different. It's different when you're younger. Lincoln says I did cold weather training in Norway and did the snow cave thing. I know how physics works or elementals or whatever, that even in the snow cave, it's warmer, blah, blah, blah. My buddy hit me up the other day. He's like, man, on Monday, I'm going to go hiking at the Georgia, South Carolina state line. You want to come? And I was like, no, it's supposed to be like 28, 29, 30 degrees out there. What about me makes you think I want to go hiking in the woods in the cold? It's not snow because it's Georgia, but in the cold, knowing that he's going to want to be up at 7 a.m. to do that crap. Just no. I'm good, man. I'm good. So, well, that's all those topics. Let's throw this out, Joe. We had a discussion of the week. What are your tips to prepare for the Pokemon GO Tour Hoenn? And what did you come up with?
All right. So over on Reddit, that's reddit.com/r/Pokemon GO Podcast. Budget Bar 1123 says balls, all the balls. Clear out berries that aren't pin-apps and make sure the Go Plus is charged and ready to rip. I think that last comment was aimed at you, Charles. Making sure your gacha is all charged up and ready to go.
I'm not doing the tour, so, you know, if you aimed at me, you missed.
You can still do it.
I didn't say I couldn't do it. I said I'm not doing
It's global. Just because you're not going to be in Vegas doesn't mean you can't participate.
Did you opt to do it, Joe?
I'm planning on it. I haven't actually bought my ticket yet.
So no,
I need to.
Is the answer? No,
I should have bought it when it was on sale. It was like $5 cheaper.
So now you're gonna pay twice the price to meh and come back to the show and go
Exactly.
What other Reddit answers do we have?
That's all we got on the Reddit side of things. What do we have over on Anchor/Spotify/ the other spot?
Yeah, I believe on anchor.fm, if you go to our webpage, which is anchor.fm/Pokemon GO Podcast, you can actually do it there. Of course, you can do it through Spotify. We have Alex B, who wrote in and said Pokeballs, all in caps. That's it, which is along the lines of Budget Bar. But Alex, you know, who likes to be called B with just the letter B, shortens things up. So he got right to the point. And then Kellen says, my tips would probably be to go to a place that has a lot of stops and just stock up on a lot of items and try to get as many remote raid passes or regular raid passes as possible. What do you think about that one, Joe?
That's a pretty good tip.
Yeah, that's a pretty good tip.
Get all the passes. Make sure you got enough Pokecoins in your to get plenty of raid passes because you're going to get invited to them all day.
Yeah, I would probably try to suck up on that because I'm sure I'll be invited. But that's also the day where I'm going to the Beer, Bourbon, and Barbecue Festival. And after, say, 2 p.m., I'm doing good to sit straight, much less catch Pokemon. So,
but we'll see, you know what? If you charge your gacha and just leave it in your pocket, it will do a lot of heavy lifting for you, and you won't have to do anything.
Except clean out the bag from all the Pokemon poop that's going to be in it from them stockpiling.
Well, just everyone donate so that Charles can get rid of all of his Pokemon, and he'll have plenty of room.
What do you think about flipping this around a little bit and doing the speak pipes up front before people tune out and say they're tired of this show?
All right, I guess so. But should we go to a commercial break first, or are we just doing this right off the bat?
Let's do it right off the bat. Then we'll come back with the news. So, because you mentioned Budget Bar, Budget Bar actually called in, and that one should be this one right here.
Hi, Charles and Joe. It's Budget Bar here from the UK.
We don't want to talk to the UK people. What are you doing? I wanted Americans to call in. Americans, not Ucks. What is this Ucks anyway? I'm just kidding. Please call in.
Hi, Charles and Joe. It's Budget Bar here from the UK.
You said that. Thanks.
Thank you for the how-to on the speak pipe. I've been listening to your show for about a year now and really enjoy your content, be it about the game or just life in general. Thank you so much for all that you do. Stay safe and speak soon.
He just took my whole bit away. My whole bit, Joe and I were talking about before the show. I was like, yeah, man, I rated people. We got 3 call-ins. And Joe, and I was like, I will just keep rating them. And I tried. You're too nice, man. You're too nice. Thank you for the kind words. That was awesome. I appreciate you. Now, one of these is Thunder Muffin. The other one is Mayor of Slurpy Town. Maybe one of the same, but we'll find out.
Hey, guys, it's the Mayor of Slurpy Town here, otherwise known as Thunder Muffin. Just thought I'd follow up with you guys really quick here to let you know what has happened since I posted on Reddit with my issues. I had some blowback, but that was to be expected. Apparently, it's not appropriate to put myself into 20 gyms every day. But anyways, really made a little bit of headway. My question is for you guys is I have the contact information for the quote unquote Pokemon Go community manager, but they refused to respond to any of my tweets. Should I just punch myself through into their DM to show what this clown has been doing to me? Or should I just, bury it and say goodbye to the game altogether? Give me your thoughts. Let me know what you think. Thanks for your time. And before I go, hey, Joe, what time is it, brother?
Now you're going to make me do work where I have to go through all that to cut out the end. Fine. Look, Thunder Muffin, Joe can be the good angel. I'm going to be the devil on your shoulder. Get out of the game. Don't go into that dude's DMs. He don't want to talk to you. You made it clear. No means no. Restraining order still says 50 yards, even though his eyes say yes. It doesn't matter. No means no. And stop kicking the community leader out of the gyms, and maybe he'll give you the time of day. I bet it's a community leader who's doing it to you. That's just my 2 cents. No. Joe, what you don't know, Joe. What's your advice then?
So I actually looked at a lot of the comments in the Reddit thread that he created with all of the stuff in there. And it was really weird how many people were blaming him. Like, so many people were blaming Thunder Muffin for kicking people out of gyms. Yes, I agree that he was excessive, but did they even read all the crazy stuff that this person was doing? Like, seriously? And you're gonna, like, there was some serious victim shaming going on there. And especially because there's a very distinct difference in the fact that Niantic has programmed it in such a way that everything that Thunder Muffin was doing was perfectly fine. He's only using one account. He's taking the gyms. He's doing it on his own time. And as far as we can tell, the person who was trying to perma knock him out, and not just him, he was trying to take over the entire community. We've heard from other people in that community that it wasn't just impacting Thunder Muffin, although he did dedicate a lot of time specifically to Thunder Muffin with all of the bot accounts and things like that. But he was wiping out everything in the entire area, not just the ones that Thunder Muffin was in. And so I almost wonder if, because Thunder Muffin would say that he would be in a gym for just a little bit of time and then that guy would show up. I kind of wonder if he just set it so that his bots, like he set one bot to each of the different gyms and just said, okay, keep this gym forever. And so, or something to that effect, or I don't know, however the bot he had configured so he could keep all of the different gyms within a certain area. And so there was just a lot of shaming going on, and it was real bad. And the fact that that people in the community can't see the difference between playing the game, even if he's taking it to an extreme with the number of gyms he's taking, he's still playing the game legit. But that people couldn't differentiate between playing the game legit and the cyber stalkerness, like just
nobody wants to differentiate that.
Yeah, like, but in the comments, people were trying to blame Thunder Muffin. I was just like, that's no, you guys are crazy.
Well, they might have met Thunder Muffin, and it might not be so crazy. I joke, I kid, but yeah, I mean, you cross the line when you have to go to court specifically on harassment stuff.
Yeah, and so as far as do you still love the game? That's what, because his ultimate question was where does it go from here? Do you still love the game, even with this jerk out there? Do you still love the game? If the answer to that is yes, keep playing. Even if you have to say change your name and change your team or whatever so that he can't specifically target you. If you love the game, keep playing it. If you don't love the game, then take it from there. You know, if you feel like it's time to stop, maybe it is.
Yeah, and that's the advice we gave. So it's not, honestly, Thunder, it's not an either or, right? It's there are other, like Joe would say, there's other options, and one of them is to change your whole entire account, make it private, don't let anybody know what it is, don't play it online, don't talk about it, either like a stream or whatever, and you'll go undetected for the most part. And then if it turns out that this guy's just destroying gyms, honestly, I'd say get out. I mean, in all reality, it's like, why even bother? It's just a game. Why would you want to put up with the headache of all this stuff? So, one more. This is from Thunder Muffin. I gotta remember which button I hit before.
Hey guys, Thunder Muffin here. Did I hear that right last week that you guys don't do the Mega Evolutions at all? That's something you might want to look into doing.
I know.
Just because it helps you get more Candy XL when you are out catching. And that's kind of important because I believe it's from 46 to 47. You need to have 3 level 50 Pokemon in order to start in on level 47. Just thought I'd throw that advice out there to you. Basically, what I do is every day I mega whatever Pokemon I feel like doing. I just go through, unless it's like an event that I need something for. So like Dragon, and specifically if I need more Candy XL, you get more Candy XL if the types match up in your mega with what's being caught during that day. So pay attention to your community days and make sure you mega the right Pokemon, because that helps you get more Candy XL. Just thought I'd throw that tip out there to you.
Bold of you to assume I'm going to get to level 47. Bold of you to assume I'm going to get past level 43 because the requirements are that I do PvP battles. No, it's that I do PvP battles. I don't care for PvP, which I happen to be doing right now just cuz, but
I heard, Joe, that doing too many Mega Evolves gives you Pokemon ball cancer. So I'm not into cancer. I'm good. I will live a good, long, healthy life. I believe all Pokemon deserve the right to reign free, and that Mega Evolves much like shooting them up with steroids, and it just makes them sick. And how dare you, Thunder Muffin? How dare you not care about the children? And on that note, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Lincoln, man. That does suck. He said after 2 days after Christmas, had a water pipe breaking the ceiling, and that's never a good thing. It's never a good thing.
No,
I have been very fortunate in my life to never have to deal with that. Not even when I was renting and had somebody else to pay for it. We never had to deal with that. Now, was it because it got cold? Because you just said you never live in a place that's cold again. But did it freeze? I'm just curious how pipes can wear out, I imagine, clogs, something. But typically in my area, pipes burst when it gets really cold, mostly because people aren't used to it. So like Joe and I, we don't live that far from each other. We had some pretty heavy duty cold weather come through not that long ago. And I didn't mute the outro. Now we're being played out. It's like I went too long at an award show.
They're like, get off the stage.
Oh, I legit can't find where this thing is. Oh, there it is. It's at the bottom. There it is. I found it. So yeah, that's tell us we got to come back from commercial. But here nobody. It's so warm all the time that nobody worries about it. If they don't predict ice, nobody cares. Now, as soon as they predict possibility of ice or a little bit of snow, then milk sandwiches get sold out everywhere, and you can't do anything. But yeah, I mean,
yeah, because no one can afford eggs to turn it into French toast.
Goodness, we have roof rats here in Arizona. They like the citrus trees and want to chew through. Woof, dude. You want me to come to a place that has a thing called roof rats? I'll take the cold, sir. Thank you very much. Where's that hike? Where's roof rats? That's like drop bears, man. That's scary. All right, ready to come back. Almost ready to come back. Let's go with this one. Here we go. Welcome back to the second half of the show. And don't come out live. Don't even bother, because you're going to hear crap like roof rats in our chat room and rattlesnakes and Gila monsters. I don't even know what that is. If you ask me what a Gila monster is, I'm like, is that the new 42-ounce energy drink that I saw in the stores?
We just deal with brown recluses, and that's it. Not
even, really. I mean, they're here, but as long as you feed a small child to them every once in a while, it's fine. Good. I don't worry about those. Dude, the AZ is a tough place to be. That's all I'm saying. But that's not what we called to talk about, Joe. What do we call to talk about? We talked about Pokemon Go. That's what we're talking about. So we got a content update from the official Twitter on about Pokemon Go for February 2020. I was about to say the official Twitter on Twitter, which is redundant and
all the Twitters. Twitterception.
So we've got an okay run coming up here. We got Registeel going on, a shiny possibly Registeel going on in the 5-star raids. Tapu Lele is coming up next week, followed by Regirock, followed by Rayquaza, and all of those can be shiny. What about the mega raids that you really won't do?
Oh, you are spot on. So we've got Mega Gengar right now, and then Mega Gardevoir from the 8th to the 15th, Mega Pidgeot from the 15th to the 22nd.
Hold that thought for a second. We have to get a God of War Gardevoir mashup somehow. Every time I hear somebody say it, all I can think of is Kratos. So give me a sticker. Somebody get on that.
Civilian, you heard it. Do the thing.
Do the thing. Hit the button. Do the thing.
Oh, and then from February 22nd to March 1st, Mega Latios and Latios will be here. Oh man, as far as events go, we just had the Crackling Voltage event. I say just had. By the time you hear it, it's just had. It ends this weekend. And then the Community Day is on the 5th with Noibat. And then we have the Valentine's Day event, which is going to be the 8th through the 14th. And in the middle of that, there's going to be a few different things. The Luvdisc limited research, since, we need more Luvdisc in our life, right?
Well, it's Valentine's Day.
I know. And then
it's the only thing they have to give us on Valentine's Day.
That's it. That's the only thing they could possibly ever do.
Unless you want to be chunked out the window like you see in the meme.
And then on February 12th, we have Go Battle Day Vulpix.
You want to know why? Flowers.
Okay. I don't get it.
I broke Joe.
I don't get it.
Follow my brain to what I think Vulpix actually is.
Okay.
Venusaur. So Venusaur has flowers, so I threw flowers on the dog, but that's not what Vulpix is, the dog, not the
Vulpix
normally you could jump where my brain went.
Is a fox. Yeah. The Firefox. Not Google Chrome. Vulpix is Firefox. February 22nd to the 24th, we'll have the Primal Rumblings. And then the 25th to the 26th is the Pokemon GO Tour Hoenn Global. And for those that are ticket holders, the Las Vegas event is actually the weekend before that. So that's what, February 18th and 19th. So yeah, so you get to double dip on the event. Oh, the Pokemon GO Tour Hoenn we're gonna see all the different forms of Deoxys popping up, as well as Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. Though it's my understanding that you can only get one or the other, I thought, between Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon. Oh, no. Maybe it's that you can only get one with the special move. I don't know. I'd have to look at it again.
I don't.
We talked
I
about
know
it last
when you
week.
pick your path, you pick stuff inspired by Groudon or Kyogre, but I don't remember if they said that was limited to only getting the one.
I don't know.
Which I don't think it is, because here's why. If it's limited to you got only one of them, they would have a ticket for sale for you to buy the opportunity to play the second path as well.
Would they, though?
I'm sorry. Did you go look at all the tickets for this event? They only have 15. By the time, if you bought everything on this thing, you're in debt up to your eyeballs, and you owe them like $30,000 just for this freaking weekend.
Well, and after the event, you're gonna have to buy a new phone because it's gonna blow up from overheating.
Yeah.
Even in the middle of winter for us, it's still gonna overheat.
Yeah. Well, you go to Vegas, there's a good chance it's gonna overheat. Although Vegas can get kind of cold. It is the desert, but. Then you got your spotlight hours. Why'd they put raid hours on here again? Well, I mean, it's raid hours, but it's the same as 5-star rates. You know.
Yes, it is. But they're just calling out the specific days where they have the raid hour.
Gotcha.
So those are on Wednesday nights from 6 to 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the spotlight hours.
I missed out on the Registeel yesterday, but that's all right. Tapu Lele, I might be able to get on next week. Then the spotlight hours, you got all these can be shiny: Pidgeys, Woobats, Jigglypuff, Psychos. With
everybody was just
and whatnot.
loving. They were begging for a Pidgey spotlight hour. They just absolutely wanted it. So Niantic is coming through. They're just giving the community exactly what they want.
We haven't had enough hipsters in the game, so we have to bring Pidgey back.
Pidgey spotlight hour.
Don't call it a comeback. Rayquaza emerges ahead of the Hoenn-sized adventures and primal rumblings. Doesn't it look like a bad film where there's a dragon attacking Earth and these fighter jets are trying to attack it? But it's like a bad Wish version of Power Rangers or something.
I mean, you just need to throw in a tornado, and it could be Pokemon's answer to Sharknado.
Tornadoes. Oodles, a Pokemon first discovered. Oodles. That's literally how this is written. Oodles, a Pokemon first discovered in the Hoenn region, including Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon, will make appearances during the tour. So take opportunity to stock up on catching supplies, familiarize yourself with returning friends. Most all of them are returning friends during this rumble.
So you know what happened, right? The person tasked with making this write up, they looked at Rayquaza and said, he looks like Noodles. Man, I'm craving ramen. Oodles of Pokemon. That's exactly what happened.
Noodles. It's like that.
Noodles of Pokemon.
Now I'm just thinking of like, what would other things be that had measurements that we took away? Like fistful of dollars, oodles of dollars. This is a horrible movie. Why would you watch that? All right. So wild encounters during primal rumblings. We've covered this last week a lot. Trico, Torchic, Mudkip, Wurmple. Some of these are water, some of them not. They don't all seem to have a full theme.
We didn't cover this last week. This was just barely announced.
We absolutely talked. Okay, these are just more wild encounters in, because I was like, we absolutely talked about the water inspired team and the fire inspired team.
But
so
these aren't. It's not. It's not inspired team. These.
Oh no, you can just stop right there. It's just not inspired. You're absolutely right. It is not inspired.
These are all Gen 3 Pokemon from Hoenn. These are all Hoenn Pokemon because the Hoenn tour is coming up. That's it.
So
this is just so you could get extra candies, I guess, ahead of time. I'm kind of confused at the whole point of this. I guess unless they just wanted to be like, hey, here's Rayquaza, and here's Latios and Latios. Get some candy. Hiya! They are at least giving Rayquaza a new move. I am curious to see. Is it a new fast move?
Charged attack, breaking swipe.
Okay, so it is a charged attack. Because that's kind of a weak power charged attack.
35 power gym raids.
Yeah. And this move decreases your opponent's attack stat when used.
Yeah, but by how much? Have we seen anything on that? Like it drops it by a percentage, or I mean, can you see in the game? Like those of you who PvP, because it's 50 in trainer battles. Can you see a difference when you hit them with something like an attack stat drop on breaking? I don't know if this is a brand new period, but
the verbiage will show on the screen that it was reduced, but it doesn't say by how much.
Right. So I want to know if you can see, if you keep hitting them with this, if you just see that damage get less and less and less.
In the main series games, they have stages, is what they call them. So when you reduce a stat or increase a stat, it's by 1 stage or 2 stage, and there's a fixed, I think it's percentage bonus based on the number of stages, and you can only go up or down a certain number of stages. I don't know if that's how they implemented it in Pokemon Go, but that's how it works in the main series games.
You know that's not how it works in Pokemon Go.
You're like 95% accurate there, yes.
Collection challenges, those kind of things. I mean, have fun. Have fun with it. I do have a shiny Rayquaza that was gifted to me by the Focus of Berries. And
you got yourself the black Rayquaza?
I do. I'm pretty sure I do. Maybe not. He gave me a Salamence, but I might not have the Charcoal Midnight Rayquaza.
Charcoal Midnight.
So let me see. Nope, I just have the greenies. So I would definitely like to have one. It'd be very, very cool. And so I'm not against it. I'm gonna have fun that way and try to catch it. Charm is in the air. Celebrate with Pokemon Go's Valentine's Day and Luvdisc limited research. Now that is a Guard of War, and isn't that a Tapu? It's one of the Tapus, isn't it? Next to her?
Yeah, Tapu Lele, Tapu Haha, Tapu Hihi.
Holy cow! I'm scrolling for days and can't get it.
Scrolling for days to find the Tapu Lele.
There it is. I can't even make.
They're just like, hey, this is a relatively new Pokemon and it's pink. Here you go, enjoy.
There you go, Mega Gardevoir, which is just a poofier dress.
She's like, I'm ready to go meet the Beast, and he can become my prince.
Sexist. So Gardevoir and Gallade evolve. So during the event, you can get these featured attacks. Evolve Corellia during the event to a Gallade or Gardevoir that knows the charge attack Synchronoise. Gallade and Gardevoir encounter after raids and will also know Synchronoise.
Yes,
but then under Gallade it says
Synchronoise.
Same thing. Why would you literally post it? Twice.
I don't know it because Corellia evolves into 2 different forms, so I guess
but they didn't change the attack.
And unlike common misconception, it isn't just male and female, the split evolution. So a lot of people are like, oh, if it's male, it'll turn into this. If it's female, it'll turn into that. But that's not exactly how Corellia works. Because you can have a, which one? You can have the male will always be a Gallade, but you can actually have a male Gardevoir or a female Gardevoir as well. So,
okay. Lincoln Prime copies and pastes in here. Oodles, pronunciation oodles, noun, a large quantity.
We would love to have oodles of speak pipes, so please call in.
And tell me, should I kill all my Pokemon, and what kind of bounty would you pledge to that? I should save them.
Open a candy store.
Yeah, fund the candy shop. But anyway, back to our stories here. Time Research Lovely Wishes will get you a blue or pink Frillish and some shinies. Basically, you pick a path and you go down it. Global Valentine Challenge. First, it's just the path you choose will determine which bonuses and tasks you have for the event. No matter which wish you pick, all trainers who complete the research will receive items and have the opportunity to encounter Frillish. So it doesn't say pink or blue is locked to one or the other. It's kind of hard to tell. Honestly, it's a little vague for me. But and then the Valentine's event, the global challenge goal is send 100 million gifts. Global challenge
so we'll
bonus.
Reach that. Okay.
Yeah. Then your bonus is 2x transfer candy XL for trainers level 31 and above. Global challenge 3x transfer candy for the remainder of the event. So would that mean it's 5x candy? No, it's candy and candy XL. So you have to be over level 31 to get candy XL. But do I get both? Do I get 3x transfer candy and 2x transfer candy XL?
I would assume so.
There's gonna be a new form change.
Unless the top one is just normal candy and the bottom one is just XL candy.
That's the way it reads.
That's probably how it is. You're not getting 6x
no,
candy
but
XL.
But I want both regular and XLs. Is what I'm saying. Heart trim Furfrou. There you go. You can get that's coming out for Valentine's Day.
I mean, it fits the theme.
It looks like they got rid of the face and just made it afro with a heart. I can't zoom in or anything. I'm trying.
There's still a face. Its forehead is a heart. So for those on the podcast, that bump you heard was Charles getting his face as close to his monitor as he could, instead of just holding down Control and using his mouse wheel to zoom in on the picture.
Oh, now I'm turning this up way loud.
No, sir. I didn't like it.
Oh, man. Yeah.
There's no face there. It's pink heart. That's all it is. Wild Encounters. Now, these make sense. The Flabébés, you get red, blue, and yellow because, flowers. Morlul is not even a flower. It's a tumor that you cut out of the woodwork. It's a mushroom. They grow on trees. Come on. Furfrou, possibly shiny Furfrou. Now, that's the thing. Yep. The heart trim Furfrou can also be shiny as well.
I have a shiny Furfrou.
Do you now?
I do.
Or
it's
did
not
it
heart
just
shaped,
roll in the mud?
But I've got one. Yeah, right.
Now your 7K eggs.
It's like the Dalmatian movie. They just rolled in the soot, and they became Labradors.
Labradoodles.
Oh.
The 7K eggs. What you think? It's all pink except for the alternate version of Frillish being blue. But yeah, Lickitung, Smoochum, Happiny, Frillish, Alamomo.
Alamomo.
Yeah.
Alamomo.
Wow. You could try out to be Moana. So our 5-star, we got the Tapu Lele that is shiny and pink. We've got some Miltank, a pink Miltank, possibly shiny would be blue, so then it kind of defeats the purpose. The raids are actually decent on this event. I'll give you that. The research, Joe.
Evie, where's the flower crown?
There's no hats. There's no crowns.
So this is Charles's favorite event ever.
Oh yeah, I won't get that far, but it's okay. And you know how the world went crazy for the Spindas, and to this day, I still don't have my Spinda, which is the goatee Spinda. I don't have that yet. So, I'll trade with somebody. But
you mean this one right here?
How many times have I seen you? How many times? And you've yet to offer it to me?
It's true.
Yeah. That one.
Do I have more than
I want
one?
the Rock God Spinda.
They probably that's the Heart Spinda. The one
So
with-
you've been catching them, but that's what's out now is the Spinda with the heart pattern.
Let's see, do I have two Rock God Spindas? Oh, I do. I do have 2 Rock God Spindas.
You're gonna hear about this on the after show. I'm saying. Wild Encounters, all pinks, including Leap. Phoebus. Why Phoebus? Because you eat fish as a romantic dinner? I don't know. But then you got Fomantis popping up more in the wild, which I'm down with because I don't think I have a Fomantis at all. I'm about to find out though. Yeah, I got 2. Never mind. What do you think, Joe? I mean, it's a fairly standard pink event. I don't understand these frillish tops that they're putting into the store.
They're just trying to sell stuff.
I mean, the glasses, sure.
Yeah. They're meh. But then again, most of the outfits are meh. I haven't changed my outfit in the game in ages.
I probably have changed it more than you have.
Probably.
Just gotta get bored with it every once in a while. However, Lady Mal, was it Insipid Tiger 57, Crazy Town 25, Lonely Boys. Lady Mal.
Weird
Weird
Tigger.
I went down the bit so far. I could not
Pokemon-
actually.
The Pokemon trainer formerly known as Weird Tigger.
Weird Tigger. Yeah, I went down that bit so far. I could not get myself back to the right name. But she's gonna love these stickers. I can see it. These are
Tugus Rose is the name these days.
Tugus Rose. Tug, if I get some of these stickers, I will send them to you for shizzle.
All the stickers.
All the stickers. In fact,
Now,
I need to start opening some presents.
You heard it here. Charles said he would send gifts
Technically,
to Tugus Rose.
Technically, what did I say?
If you had the stickers.
I would send
1 gift to Tugus Rose.
No, I said I would send the stickers.
How else are you going to send a sticker? That's how you send stickers in the game.
I can take a screenshot, print it out, put it in the mail, and hope it just. There's only going to be 1 Tugus Rose in the world. Surely that letter can find her somewhere. Don't have to put an address on it. Just Tugus Rose. I don't always sticker, but when I do, it's Dos Equis. So what's this next headline? It's being slow to pull over. Oh, Reddit didn't want to cooperate. All right, from the Sylph Road on Reddit, we've got missing Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Oh, Joe, take it away. This is going to hit your salty, salty, salty nature.
So is it going to hit your Gnar nature?
Nah.
So from Sinnoh, we're still missing Fione, Manaphy, and Arceus, which probably that's because of their unique stuff. But, I mean, Niantic has shown again and again that they don't really care about unique functionality like they did with... I mean, with Kecleon, they made him go transparent on the stops. Whoop-de-doo.
Whoop-de-doo!
But so for Arceus, he needs a held item to be able to switch between. Basically, he can be any type in the game as long as he's holding. They're called plates, and so whatever plate he's holding determines what type of Pokemon he is. Which they could just do what they do with Furfrou and just be able to switch like that. So they're just holding off to hold off, I guess. And then Fione and Manaphy, the only way in the main series games to get Manaphy is through breeding. And Fione is, I think, the only... Isn't Fione a mystical or a legendary? I can't remember. But anyway, is the only one that can breed.
Lady Shrek is mystical. Come on. I watched the documentary.
And then Unova, we've got Larvesta and Volcarona. From Hisui, we have basically all of the... what are they called in Arceus now? Anyway, there's specialty Pokemon from Arceus. So Weirdeer, Cleaver, Basculegion, and an Enamorus, which I haven't actually run into Enamorus yet in Arceus, so I'm not quite that far yet. And then from Kalos, we're missing Skidoo, Gagoat, Hone Edge. Yes.
Gagoat. It's stupid.
Doublade.
I like Honed Edge.
At Aegislash. Howlucha, Carbink, Zygarde, Diancie, and Volcanion. And then for all the rest of them, they didn't bother listing them out, but we're missing 29 from Alola, 76 from Galar, and then 103 from Paldea, which, I mean, Scarlet and Violet just barely came out, so I'm not surprised we're missing so many from Paldea.
Volcanion sounds like another stupid Eevee. So does Diancie.
Volcanion is the red one with the hula hoop attached to its back.
That doesn't mean it doesn't come from a Eevee. Tell me it doesn't come from an Eevee.
It doesn't come from an Eevee.
Are you lying to me, Joe?
No.
That looks like the evolution really bad. Like they watched The Fly and thought it was a great idea to send somebody across the portal and turn them into a flower-crowned red Eevee that is all meshed into his back and stuff.
He looks like he's got a red Stargate on his back.
Right, I was there. I was there with you.
It's not an Eevee, Charles.
Then why they call it an Eon? Like Volcanion. That's an Eevee name. So it's Diancie.
It's an ION, not an EON. Lincoln Prime. It's a roof rat.
No. I run it away. Now, if Lincoln Prime puts a freaking flower crown on a roof rat, that's it. That's it. The entire Pokédex gets wiped out. All of them. So are you missing any of those personally? Are you salty about not having some of those in the game?
No, not particularly. Like, yeah.
Fair enough. Sylph Road again over on Reddit. Why do I have to keep claiming GBL timed when I already have it?
Because it's bugged.
Oh, that's a timed research pass. Okay.
Yeah. I have to keep claiming it too.
You have to to go back.
Well, no, it keeps showing me that I can claim it even though I've already claimed it and I've got the research. And I love the top comment on here. Bugs have become an integral part of the game.
Right.
Oh, bugs. Niantic is so good with the bugs. Bug catcher Niantic. That's I need that trainer mock-up stat. But they're not very good at it because
of course
they've
the
got
standard. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Niantic thinks our wallet is a feature for them.
All games have bugs. Stop talking to me, Clock. I'm good. Thank you.
Shut it, Clots. Oh, wait, no, you said Clock.
No, Clock. Don't get me sued. Mayor Squishy.
We like Mayor Squishy. Good stuff.
Will not let me go to Christmas Town if you sully my good name. But yeah, I play Marvel Strike Force. No matter, typically when you log in for the first time, you get your daily bonuses like calendar stuff and the thing that they're giving you and whatnot. But no matter if I log in on my computer, log in on my phone, no matter what I do, every time I log into that game, it makes me accept all of the stuff for the day again, over and over again. Now, I don't get anything extra. It's not like it's bugged and stockpiling me on all this cool stuff. I just have to hit the button. And like, I don't understand how you don't figure that out and fix that. Because for 6 years, this has been out as long as Pokemon has, or maybe a little bit more. For 6 years now, you've not had that problem. And then in the last couple of updates, now we have that problem.
Well, you see what happens with mobile games is they stop caring, the creators, and they just want to cash out.
That is fair. Because I don't have the ability to just jump to the part in the speak pipe that said it, I'll try to recreate it from Thunder Muffin. Hey Joe, brother, what time is it?
Oh yeah, time for random trivia. And
Snap into a Pokemon.
This week I want to talk about Howlucha, especially considering that it sounded like a wrestler right there a little bit. But Howlucha is...
Wait, that is not the link you put in the show notes.
It sure isn't. I called an audible. Deal with it.
Oh, this is what I have to work with, people.
Check the show notes now.
No, I'm off
all right.
searching something
You do
else
you.
now.
All right, so Howlucha is the wrestling...
I forgot what I'm searching. Dang it.
Pokemon. Howlucha is a fighting flying type Pokemon. And he has a special move that I am blanking on. Oh, Flying Press. I was blanking on the name for it. So Flying Press is a fighting type move, and it is the signature move of Howlucha. And in the main series games, which this won't happen in Pokemon Go, it just won't. But in the main series games, one of the benefits of this move is that it does extra damage against flying type Pokemon or Pokemon that are otherwise in the air. So, yeah. Kick some butt. Because, I mean, what he does is he jumps up and just squashes them. You know, wham, down, bye. Does double damage and bypasses accuracy checks if they have used those moves. Anyway, Howlucha's Pokedex entry says, although its body is small, its proficient fighting skills enable it to keep up with big bruisers like Machamp and Hariyama. So
I'm seeing the graphic at the bottom. Hariyama one hand would smack that full to the rocks.
So Howlucha is based off of a luchador. It's a bird. Yeah, there was a specific wrestler that I'm pretty sure he's based off of. If I can remember, I'm not as familiar with wrestling. Anyway, I think there's a specific warrior that he's based off of, but he has a combination of a bird of prey, a luchador, and Aztec eagle warriors. And the color scheme is probably inspired, at least it looks to be inspired, by the flag of Mexico. So, again, fitting the luchador.
Yeah.
The name Howlucha is a combination of hawk and lucha libre. So, yeah.
I tried to look it up to see if it gave me like a name of a specific anything, and the rundown that Twitter brought up on Google was Mexican wrestlers known as luchadors. So nothing specific like you were thinking that popped up.
I must be, maybe I think he's based off of that, but he's not actually.
That tracks. So that's the end of the show, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it. Now get out. No, seriously. Email us, show@PokemonGoPodcast.com. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, bring the speak pipes. I loved it. That was great. I want to be grumpy. I want to bash you a little bit. Apparently on the internet, if you're negative, you get likes. But you know what? I like you guys. So I'll be nice because that was really cool. Reddit's r/Pokemon Go Podcast. Twitter's Pokemon Go Pod. YouTube is the same, Pokemon Go Podcast. TikTok @Pokemon Go Podcast. And check out our friend over on Etsy.com/shop/Murapack and buy some awesome stickers. For every 20 stickers you buy, he'll make me a new one and ship it to me. I just made that up, but it sounds good, doesn't it, Joe? I like it. And then come out on Thursday nights. Join us live, unless you're afraid of roof rats, and then just don't. But you can join some awesome bots like Alice-a-Draw, Assorted Geekdom, weird bot there. Odyssea, Corporate Goth, Drapsnat, Kata, Lincoln _Prime, Tambourine, Mr. Tambourine 19, because the first 18 were taken. Stream Elements, and the one, the only, Vobakert.
Vobakert. Hey, Vobby, how's it going?
Master gave Vobby a podcast. So, Joe, where can they find you on the web?
You can find me on Twitter at Joseph_Ard. Where can they find you, Charles?
You can find me at Rock God of Pod on a lot of places, Rock God of Podcasting, charlesmcfall.com. And check out That's Easy Advice to Give over on TikTok and Instagram. 2 different versions. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I record something short enough, I just put it on both. But it's just where you'll get more of me without doing really show stuff. I'm just talking and having a blast, sometimes sharing photos or stories or videos or whatever. So yeah, that's where you can find me. Tune in next week to hear Joe _Ard whisper,
you should join us on Tuesday night for game night. We're going to be playing Mario Kart. And Charles is going to lose.
That's right. That is this Tuesday, isn't it?
It is Tuesday.
Oh, I'm going to lose hard.
It's going to be so fun.
So hard.
And what I've told everybody and what I've mentioned before, the first slots are going to go to people who are in our Discord. If there's still room after that, even if you're not in our Discord, we would love to have you. So,
and
come on
Corporate
out.
Goth, not a bot. What do you know?
Oh, yeah.